All right, today we're going to break down the blueprint for a university project that tackles a problem pretty much every student has faced. We're talking about a software proposal designed to make finding a study partner way easier and, honestly, a whole lot smarter. Let's dive in.
I mean, really think about it. You're halfway through the semester, a huge exam is coming up, and you're just trying to find someone, anyone to run through flashcards with. It's surprisingly tough, and let's be real, kind of awkward, right? Well, that exact struggle is the whole reason this project even exists.
So let's get specific here. Why is this such a headache on every single campus? Well, it's because finding a person isn't the hard part. It's finding the right person. And that's where all the usual ways of doing things just completely fall flat. Yeah, it really comes down to these common headaches. There's no single dedicated spot to connect, so you end up in these massive, chaotic WhatsApp groups where everything important just gets buried. And if you're a bit more introverted, forget about shouting across a lecture hall. Even if you do connect with someone, you might find out your schedules are polar opposites, or worse, they just want to scrape by with a pass while you're aiming for an A. And the fallout from all this is real. When it's this hard to find a good partner, it can genuinely drag down your grades and just sap your motivation. You totally miss out on those moments where you finally understand a tough concept because you talked it through with someone. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's a real obstacle to learning.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. Now let's get to the good part, the proposed solution. It's an app designed to fix every single one of those issues by swapping out all that chaos for a smart, focused tool. The idea itself is simple, but it's super powerful. See, this isn't just another social media app. It's a tool built for one specific purpose. It connects students based on the three things that actually matter for a great study session: what class you're in, what you're trying to achieve, and when you're actually free to study.
So, the goals of this project are crystal clear. First, create that dedicated space away from all the noise of social media. Second, match people on criteria that, actually matter for studying. And this is a big one. Make sure users are authentic, maybe with a student email, so you know you're talking to a real classmate. At the end of the day, it's all about making it easier for everyone, especially students who are a bit shy, to find the help they need in a safe space.
Okay, so that's the what and the why. But how would this thing actually work? How would a student use it? Let's walk through the user journey, which is designed to be super simple.
It's really just a three-step dance. First, you sign up and pop in your academic info, your school, your major, your classes. Then, you tell the app what you're looking for. Are you cramming for a final? Need help on a tricky assignment? Are you free on Thursday mornings? And finally, the app does all the hard work for you, serving up a list of compatible partners you can reach out to. Easy, fast, and straight to the point.
Now, this part is absolutely crucial. The thinking here goes way beyond just the features. It's all about the experience, especially for a stressed out student. It has to be dead simple to use, with zero distractions. Privacy is a huge deal, so your personal contact info is always hidden. It's got to be fast, because nobody has time to wait for an app to load when an exam is tomorrow. And most of all, it has to work, especially during the madness of finals week. These aren't just tech specs, they're promises to the user. So, how does the app magically find your perfect study buddy? Well, it's not magic at all. It's just clear, simple logic working behind the scenes. Let's pop the hood and see how it works. The whole process is actually pretty slick. First, the algorithm filters for the absolute must-haves. You have to be in the same class and have some shared free time. From there, it starts ranking people. Someone who's in 3 of the same class as you and also wants to review for the midterm, that's a way better match than someone who only shares one class. Finally, it spits out a simple compatibility score, so you can see your best options right at the top. And for anyone curious about the tech side of things, the blueprint is built on some really solid modern stuff. It uses React for the front end, which is awesome for making the app feel fast and responsive. All the logic on the back end is handled by Node.js, which is known for being super efficient. And all the data, students, classes, schedules, it's all stored in a powerful PostgreSQL database. It's a rock-solid foundation that's built to scale. But you might be sitting there thinking, hey, can't I just use Discord for this, or WhatsApp? And you know what? That's a totally fair question. The project's plan actually addresses this head-on with a really clear comparison. And this table just makes it so obvious. I mean, look at the weaknesses of everything else we use. WhatsApp is just noisy, Facebook is way too public and full of distractions, and Meetup isn't really for academics. The proposed app, though, it's built from the ground up to be academic first, privacy safe, and totally aware of your schedule. It is simply the right tool for this specific job.
So, when you put this all together, what does it really mean? If a tool like this actually got built and launched on a campus, what would the real-world impact look like for students? Well, the ambition here is not small. The system is designed from the get-go to handle over 5,000 users just in its first rollout. That's more than enough to create a really vibrant, connected network of learners all across campus, which shows you the potential for this thing to really take off. I think this line from the project's conclusion really just nails it. It's not about trying to replace social media. It's about offering a focused alternative for one of the most important parts of college life, learning with your peers, but without all the baggage that comes with those other platforms. And that's really the big question to chew on here. In a world full of apps that try to do everything for everyone, maybe the solutions that make the biggest difference are the ones that do just one thing, but do it incredibly well. It really makes you wonder what other student problems could be solved with this kind of focused thinking. Thanks for tuning in.